MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first 2 games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Carlos Carrasco will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
So here is David Fletcher. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. He's set and the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Game 3 begins with a first pitch strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 7:06.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-1. And he popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. This is foul right side. Here he comes again. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. One out, nobody on. Oh, 0-2 the count to Benintendi. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, just 3 for 14. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning, getting a cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Two and two.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. One left for L.A. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Trevor Bauer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball, one of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Jeff Mcneal stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
And stepping in, Francisco Lindor, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch coming. Here it is. Mcneal gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he misses with it. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. So a runner at first with 2 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled off. The 1-1.
No. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now in the box, Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
First pitch of the AB now. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Two balls and a strike. High and deep to right. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
That is good. The first baseman, Max Muncy.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Ball.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
No outs, nobody on. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Digging in will be Edwin Rios, as he'll take a look at ball one. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-1. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Davis in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. At the plate now is Chris Taylor. First offering. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a fastball misses there, ball four.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Trevor Bauer is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Taken, but called a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 LA. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
Right fielder, Michael Conforto.
And now the first pitch. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Bauer gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Scooped up, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Kyle Lewis.
Stepping in next, Kyle Lewis. First pitch on the way.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. And there's that sea of orange that's become such a common sight here at Citi Field. Those are diehard Mets fans, and they're not shy about it.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. J.D. Davis will be next. Fouled away. And the pitch. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. On a line, that's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
J.D. Davis the next at bat, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
No.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Their count now at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Mcneal.
Standing in now, James McCann, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Carlos Carrasco is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he popped him up. Betts coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, Dero, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Jeff Mcneal is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. McCann at second. Carrasco at first. 2 out in the inning. In the dirt. Throw to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, David Fletcher. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Now at the plate here is Andrew Benintendi. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Chopped to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts singled in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now the 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Dodgers down in order. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, Francisco Lindor struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Popped him up. Rios has room in foul territory, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Next to hit is Dominic Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he'll put this away for the 2nd out.
Now back, first base.
So now into the box is Pete Alonso, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1.
1-0 pitch on the way. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Bellinger retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Cody Bellinger.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 0-2 home.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Grounded to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. 1 out, bases empty, and that brings up Will Smith.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
To 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And right into the shift. Davis has got it. And that's the 2nd out. So next to hit is Max Muncy. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Bauer into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And he misses, 2-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So stepping in is Kyle Lewis. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
In the air now, out to right field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
J.D. Davis.
He's set. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out. Next, it'll be James McCann. He singled first time up.
McCann.
Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Conforto leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 3-1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Carlos Carrasco started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Counts even at 2. The pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Stepping up is Edwin Rios. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The third baseman, Edwin Rios.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fouled off. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Next up is Chris Taylor. Worked a walk his first time up. Set and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here's the 0-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Justin Turner will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. In his career, Turner has accumulated just over 1,100 hits over his big league career. The 1-0. And that's a fair ball lined to the right side. Taylor rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now at the plate is David Fletcher. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So next to bat will be Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. Dustin May is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff Mcneal.
The second baseman, number 6.
Now the pitch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that is off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
From the stretch.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. That's inside. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Pete Alonso is on deck. Here's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. From the stretch. The 0-1 delivery. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
From the stretch. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Behind 0-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box now, Kyle Lewis, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Here's Mookie Betts.
Leading off to the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Betts is up over 1,200 career hits during his time in the majors. The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one now to Mookie.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Cody Bellinger is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Another 0-2 home. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here now is Will Smith as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set with the 0-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
One and two now. He just catches the outer half.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And that one yanked just foul. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Digging in will be J.D. Davis for his career in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats.
Davis.
Here's the first pitch. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he takes a called strike 1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And there's ball 2 now.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
The 3-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
At the plate now, James McCann. Belted high in the air out to left. Benintendi heads back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Brandon Nimmo will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Has a look, now the pitch.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Jeff Mcneal is on deck. And it's full now, 3-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So the next to bat will be Jeff Mcneal. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Right side, but it's well foul. Davis over at second. Nimmo at first, 1 gone. Popped up. Taylor calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
A ball and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Ready with the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Ready with the 1-0. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The set and the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Fouled away. 2 out, bases loaded. This is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. On to the 7th now in Game 3, and we are tied 2-2. Aaron Luke is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Here's the first pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. One and one to the Dodgers' first baseman. One and two. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And the pitch. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Edwin Rios is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. This is swung on and bounced to Mcneal at second. Right to him. And there's out number 2. Now it'll be Chris Taylor. He doubled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
No.
2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball. 22.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. Chris Taylor with a solo shot, and it's given the Dodgers a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen. A.J. Pollock
will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. From the stretch. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 for the Dodgers on the solo home run. Get up and stretch, and Los Angeles has taken a 3-2 lead. Brusdar Graterol will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
No balls and 1 strike. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Can't find his own there, and it's 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
In now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. The pitch.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Kyle Lewis. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped him up. Smith has a play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets. They trail 3-2. Seth Lugo has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, David Fletcher. First offering.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Behind 0-2 now. A stun a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box, Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Now the 2-1. This one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Tommy Kahnle is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And it's 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, James McCann, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Popped him up. Taylor moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next to the net.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Luis Guillorme will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded weakly toward third. Reined in. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2. Robert Gesellman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. New inning set to get underway, and here comes Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. High fly ball out to deep right field. Going back is the right fielder. Gone into the upper tank. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger, and it's going to give the Dodgers a 4-2 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Into the box now, Will Smith, as he grounds one briskly to short. And a good throw gets him one gone. Next up is Max Muncy. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 1-0. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
At the plate, Edwin Rios. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Taylor behind 0-2 the count. Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans, and LA's taken a 4-2 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kenley Jansen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Jeff Mcneal will be the next to take a turn. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking, strike three.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
He's set and the pitch. Francisco Lindor comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 1-0. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benintendi is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
The left fielder, number 2.
Next to stand in is Dominic Smith, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Now here's the first offering.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
The 1-0.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
So here's Pete Alonso as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's 1 for 2. Smith is off of first with 2 away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled off. The Mets down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Four to 2 the final score tonight. The Dodgers have taken a 2-1 lead in this league championship series. Dustin May takes home the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the